It was indeed a horrible night. All work and no fish. Poverty at its worst. Confusion. But dawn did come, and with dawn they saw Jesus, but they did not recognize him. Ignorance at its worst. Jesus teases, plays with his disciples, who are hungry and frustrated by a wasted night of work in the darkness. Have you caught any fish? Cast the net on the other side. Was Jesus rubbing salt in the wound, or was he healing a bitter wound? And they make a catch that is too big for them to handle, to bring home. It is the Lord. They recognized him without actually recognizing him. Is this really him, or is this just an illusion? And Peter puts on some clothes and jumps in the water. If we are going to swim, we usually take off the clothes, not put them on. Is this craziness, infatuation, or childlike faith and reckless eagerness to be with Jesus properly dressed? Jesus prepares breakfast with bread and fish cooking on a charcoal fire. Notice, it is not a fire made with some twigs found lying about. It was a well-prepared, planned, and formal cooking fire, complete with bread and fish. And yet, Jesus asks for some of their own newly caught fish. Why? Was their fish better than his? Or was it that both the newly caught and the roasting fish were his, and at the same time the disciples' loving gift? After breakfast comes the big crucial question. Jesus turns to Peter and he asks him directly, Peter, do you love me? But this was not enough. Do you love me more than these? Why the odious comparison between Peter and the other disciples? Was Jesus trying to create division? Is it a question of who loves Jesus most? Or is the real question of who has hurt him most? And why repeat the question 3 times? Was Jesus teasing again? Was he keen on torturing Peter with guilt feelings yet once more? Did Peter need to be reminded of his own clumsiness, weakness, fragility, of a failed disciple? Or did Peter need to be reminded of his great, sincere, and mad love that was so much more powerful than his own weakness and betrayal? Was his heart darkened by the betrayal, or was it the shining heart of a broken lover? Yes, Lord, you know that I love you just as much as you know how poor and weak I am. This was Peter's answer. And 3 times Jesus makes Peter confess his wounded love for him. 3 times he waves aside Peter's fragile, broken, limited, and imperfect love to entrust him with his beloved flock. Lord, you know me inside out. You know how horrible I can be. And yet, how genuine, how authentic my love is for you. You know everything, both my painful sinfulness and my deep and consuming love for you. And Jesus, the Good Shepherd, goes beyond the failures, the betrayals, to entrust his lambs, his sheep, to someone whose love for him was so true, so simple, so great, so fragile. He wanted to make sure that the first pope would not be a holier than thou type of servant leader. He wanted to make sure that Peter the shepherd will walk the walk of love and repentance hand in hand with each one of his sheep, that is, you and me. He wanted to make a painful reality check of Peter's real poverty, combined with an infinite, unthinkable trust in Peter's genuine, authentic, heroic, but fragile love for him. And this is why Jesus looks at you, at me. We humans dream of neatly separating the good from the bad, the saint from the beast within us. We think that real love has to be pure, perfect. We dream of eliminating, overcoming evil. If we eliminate the evil ones and just keep the holy ones. Jesus also wants to overcome evil, but never by suppressing or rejecting or eliminating the evildoer. He knows that so long as we remain humans, we need to keep struggling with our own selfish sinfulness. He just asks us the one and only question that matters and that will make us whole. Do you love me? He does not stop there. He continues, forget about adoration, worship, or dreaming of becoming ideal, perfect lovers. Just concentrate on loving me and my brothers and sisters in the best way you can, when you can, in your little ways, in your fragile ways, even your mistaken ways. Just keep on loving, keep on giving. I will take good care of your betrayals, your sinfulness, your weaknesses, your poverty. The world says, take care of the pennies and the pounds will take care of themselves. Jesus says, take care of the small daily acts of love and the weaknesses and mistakes will take care of themselves. God bless you and thank you.